Alright guys, so here's the deal. We had a cold front blow in last night and today. Today we got probably over 1.5 inches of rain. We've got a north wind blowing. The ground is wet, and so it's easy to sneak around. It also makes it easier for pigs to get their nose in the ground, and so the cool weather usually gets them frisky earlier in the night. And so I am back at these landowners' place that they come up in the yard, and I'm going to try to see if I can find the group again and maybe kill another one or two. I'm waiting on another car to go by to kind of mask my footsteps and try to get a little bit closer. I'm about 60 yards away. Guys, they are in this same exact spot that they were the last time that I killed one out here. It's crazy. I mean, they're right back in the same yard. It's nuts. He was 5 yards away. My heart is beating really, really fast. Oh my goodness. Guys, that was incredibly fun. So walking up to the arrow, I watched the footage back, and I can tell, although I probably clipped at least one lung, maybe both, it also went through his guts, and so there is like gut matter on the arrow, but I don't think that's going to tell the whole story, because I mean, you saw the angle he was standing at. I mean, the way I released that arrow, it kind of went through all kinds of stuff, so there's a lot of blood, a lot of fluid around the arrow, and then there's a pretty well defined blood trail going this way, and so we're going to try to follow this blood trail and see what we can find. Here he is. Let me see if I can't. He's not a big pig. He's only about probably 30 pounds maybe. There's not really an opening in here I can even pull him out into. So let me see if I can situate this camera real quick and get some shots for you. He was right on top of me, you saw that. I figured he was a boar because he's away from the group. That's why I was calling him a he. But I wasn't completely sure just because you never really know. I got back right behind the shoulder blade, and honestly is angling back towards the back of him. But it clipped lungs, clipped both the lungs. I can tell from where it ended right there. And it came out back here, which, yeah, he's got some stuff sticking out the exit hole. That's nasty. I won't go into many details there. But if you clip lung, or if you get lung, it doesn't really matter if you then pass through the guts. He's gonna die soon. So all in all, man, that's fantastic fun. I can't imagine having more fun pig hunting than being less than 5 yards from one, and and then just being able to drill him. I mean, he was right there, and it wouldn't have been long before he'd have realized I was there. So all in all, it was a good hunt, and I'm pretty excited about this one. Alright guys, well, just to give you a little synopsis of what happened tonight. As soon as I got out of my truck and kind of walked the direction I wanted to hunt, I could hear them. They were over here around some pecan trees, crunching some pecans, and I had to back out and walk around. And of course, the first clip I'm going to show you the hogs, they were probably 150 yards from here south, and I just I couldn't get on them. There wasn't any kind of background noise or anything that would kind of muffle my footsteps and allow me to get some you know, in a good position to make a stalk in on them. And so I just had to wait, and they ran off. And I just know that most of the time when hogs travel, they travel into the wind so that they can kind of smell what's coming if there's any threats. Man, that LED is about to burn out or something. It's getting freakishly bright, like a Steven Spielberg movie bright. So I pushed north slowly and quietly, and I realized that they actually ended up in the same backyard that I killed the last one at night in. And so I started trying to get up on them, and they were out here milling around in their tree, and something spooked them. I don't think it was me, but they all ran up through this fence line into these thick bushes over here, except for one little black boar. He stayed out and kept kind of milling around. And so I stalked up on him within 20 yards and could hear some other ones, which you'll see if you were through the fence. They didn't come back out, but they were a little bigger. I was kind of trying to wait around, see when them came out. And then you kind of saw the rest. I mean, he started getting closer and closer and closer. And he made at one point he makes a beeline straight for me, and I knew it was now or never. So made a quick adjustment with the camera, made a quick draw, shot him through the shoulder, out the opposite gut, and made a track on him that was about, I'd say probably a little less than 100 yards in all. So good hunt, one more pig down. Hopefully they will leave for a little while and give these landowners a break. You know, the interesting thing is that when I started hunting pigs, I was hunting them with a rifle, and these kind of nights where it's kind of foggy and kind of nasty, you really couldn't hunt them because you couldn't really see. You know, with the light would just kind of make a huge glare in your optic, and it made it really hard to hunt. But with a bow, it's actually advantageous. It helps you to really be able to sneak in close and put a good stalk on them without them realizing you're ever there. So don't be afraid to get out in the fog, a little bit of wind, a nice wet ground makes for some quiet footsteps. And you may be able to get in bow range of a group of hogs, which is pretty exhilarating. there's not a whole lot out there like it. So it's a lot of fun. It does these landowners some good. We'll go home, get cleaned up, and climb in bed because tomorrow's coming early. Thanks for watching. See you next time.